breaking the stereotypes that have held them back. Women's voices have had a significant impact on the literary world, and there is still much work to be done to ensure they continue to be heard and valued. While progress has been made, women are still underrepresented in many literary spheres, and their voices are often silenced or marginalized. Underrepresented in many literary spheres, and their voices are often silenced or marginalized. In recent years, movements like #MeToo and #TimeSup have brought attention to the pervasive sexism and discrimination that still exists in the literary world, and have spurred conversations about the need for change. Many women writers have come forward with stories of harassment and abuse, highlighting the pressing need for a more inclusive and equitable literary landscape. Need for change. Many women writers have come forward with stories of harassment and abuse, highlighting the pressing need for a more inclusive and equitable literary landscape. One way to ensure that women's voices continue to be heard is to provide them with more opportunities to publish and showcase their work. This means creating more platforms for women to share their stories, as well as providing support and resources for aspiring female writers. It also means making a conscious effort to seek out and read works made by women, and to actively promote and support stories, as well as providing support and resources for aspiring female writers. It also means making a conscious effort to seek out and read works made by women, and to actively promote and support work. In addition, it is essential to address the biases and stereotypes that still exist in the literary world. Publishers and editors need to recognize the value of women's voices and experiences and ensure that they are given equal opportunities to showcase their work. Literature must become more inclusive, with a broader representation of experiences and perspectives, and not just those of white that they are given equal opportunities to showcase their work. Literature must become more inclusive, with a broader representation of experiences and perspectives, and not just those of white privileged men. Lastly, we must continue to celebrate the achievements of women writers and ensure that they receive the recognition they deserve. This means promoting and celebrating their work, awarding them prizes and honors, and featuring their voices in literary events and festivals. In summary, women's voices in literature are essential to creating a more inclusive, diverse, and equitable literary landscape. We must continue to promote, celebrate, and support women writers and ensure that their voices are heard. By doing so, we can create a more just and equal world where everyone's story is valued and respected. By doing so, we can create a more just and equal world where everyone's story is valued and respected. In order to achieve this, we must continue to have meaningful conversations and take action towards creating a literary world where women are truly equal. This means recognizing the struggles women they faced in the past and addressing the ways in which the literary world still perpetuates certain stereotypes and biases. It is also important to remember that the fight for women's rights and equality is ongoing, and that women writers still face many challenges in the literary world. Despite the progress that has been made, women writers still face discrimination, harassment, and other barriers that prevent them from reaching their full potential. It is crucial that we remain vigilant in our efforts to support and women writers still face discrimination, harassment, and other barriers that prevent them from reaching their full potential. It is crucial that we remain vigilant in our efforts to support and uplift women writers and ensure their voices are heard. In the end, the significance of women's voices in literature goes far beyond the literary world. It is about creating a more just and equitable society where everyone's story is valued and respected. Women writers have made essential contributions to this cause by challenging stereotypes, raising awareness of women's issues, and inspiring future generations of women leaders. Women writers have made essential contributions to this cause by challenging stereotypes, raising awareness of women's issues, and inspiring future generations of women leaders. One of the ways in which we can ensure that women's voices are valued in literature is by incorporating feminist theory into our analysis of literary works. Feminist criticism seeks to understand and